Assalamualaikum. I'm very great to meet you. I'm working in a university to teach students and also doing clinic in University Dental Hospital. You are doing many composite resin restorations every day. Composite resin is very good material. It has a tooth color and bonded to the tooth structure. But it shrinks during the polymerization when setting down. So it can cause some problems during the polymerization. Patients and we, dentists, wants to durable, long-lasting, good restorations, and also there are no complaint after restorations. So today, I will show my procedures to make a composite restoration and explain why I do like that. And after that, I will show some hands-on demonstration of composite restoration. And here is a mesio-occlusal class 2 cavity already prepared. And matrix and liquid is placed. As you know, composite resin should adhere to structure, so we have to make some this treatment for bonding. First step is etching the surface. As you can see here, I apply 37% phosphoric acid to the enamel area, not from the bottom of the proximal box to the dentin, only draw the line to the enamel, apply etchant only to the enamel. And then goes to the bottom of the cavity and fill the dentin area as quickly as possible and make the contact dentin surface at the same time. If you use totality system, you should apply acid etchant to the enamel and dentin, but if you use other adhesive, you don't have to apply etchant to the dentin. Known as fourth generation, consists of etching, priming, bonding. This kind of a dentin bonding system is a basic concept of dentin adhesion. But in other adhesive, they etch dentin, but prime and bonding is in one bottle. But in other adhesive, known as a self-etch system, in their case, they do not etch the enamel and dentin, only apply the adhesive one time or two times. So nowadays we are using universal adhesives. It can be used as a total etch. They can etch on this, and also they don't need etch self-etch time, and well adhere to the dentin and enamel and other restorative materials. So if you use self-etch adhesive, you don't have to use enamel etching, but I highly recommend to use enamel etching like the selective etching technique, because only apply self-etch adhesive to the enamel cannot make a good bonding to the enamel. So I recommend the use enamel etching to the enamel area. And also in universal adhesive, if you use self-etch technique, you can use selective etching technique for universal adhesive. If you use total etch system, we should apply acid etchant to enamel and dentin. Also in universal adhesive, you can use total etch techniques. If you over-etch the dentin surface and do not give a time the adhesive penetration, there can cause failure of adhesive infiltration here. It means that this bonding will not durable, will not long-lasting. So I etch enamel first and short the dentin very shortly. Enamel can withstand 15 to 60 seconds, but dentin is not can withstand over 15 seconds. So I apply very shortly to the dentin area within the 5 seconds. So after I drawing the boundary of the enamel and feel very quickly to the dentin surface and make the dentin contact with the etchant at the same time and hold within 5 seconds and rinse it away and make it dry. And in this situation, let me should show the white chocolate appearance after dry, but dentin surface should not over dry. If dentin surface over dry, etched collagen fiber network will be collapsed. So adhesive cannot penetrate to this area if you collapse collagen fiber networks. Dentin should show shiny bright surface, but enamel should show white chalky surface. And then I apply adhesive. I'm using universal adhesive in here, beginning from dentin to the enamel to give a tight to adhesive penetration to the collagen fiber network in dentin. So start from the bottom of the cavity and apply adhesive to the dentin area and go to the enamel area next time. And you can see the pulling of adhesive in here. Adhesive, almost every adhesive has a solvent, very volatile solvent. It can be easily dried. So I highly recommend not to use this kind of a small jar. Put the adhesive here and make a brush in here. I do not recommend. I recommend direct apply adhesive brush and go to cavity and make the cavity wet by adhesive. And also we should remove this area, the excessive adhesive. In the time, I do not using the storage in the air to blot out the excessive adhesive. I do use same brush which I use to apply adhesive to the cavity, blot and go to gauze or paper, make dry brush and go back to the cavity again and dry. Repeat 3 or 4 times to remove the excessive adhesive from the cavity. This remover, blot out remover can remove the excess and also give some adhesive infiltration, promote adhesive infiltration by agitating motion to the dentin, so we can make a better bonding to the dentin area. But in this time, do not lock the enamel surface. You can break down the enamel etched pattern, so only agitating to the dentin area and remove it, excess adhesive and make dry brush and go back to the cavity again 3 or 4 times repeat. And then light cure. Before light cure, we should dry the adhesive layer. Solvent in adhesive is very important during the application of the adhesive. It promotes the infiltration, but after then, if solvent is remain, that means the decrease of the bonding strength or durability of bond will be decreased. So you should remove after application solvent by drying the solvent thoroughly. 3 or 4 seconds air blowing, you make dry this layer in the dentin surface and then light cure. Then we are ready to make a composite filling. First layer of a composite filling is I will use 12 composite resins. That thin, not a thick, under 0.5 millimeter. I will make some layers on the dentin surface with a flow of composite. You can feel the very deep and narrow space easily. Also promotes the next composite resin restoration fillings, more makes it easy. And also, thin layer of flowable composite promotes the shrinkage stress absorbing layers. So I use flowable composite in here. And then I pure, after that I fill the cavity with a composite resin. But first layer is not starts from the bottom of the cavity, only make wall in proximal area, not from the bottom of the cavity. It's because of a shrinkage of composite resin polymerization. As you know, shrinkage of a composite polymerization during polymerization makes some poor adaptation, makes some micro leakage and secondary. It can cause secondary caries and also post-operative hypersensitivity during the mastication. When bonding strength is not good, shrinkage force is more higher than the strength, they can make some gaps on there. But if the bonding strength is very higher compared to shrinkage force, some element micro can be occurred in there and fracture may happen to the corset and during some post-operative hypersensitivity during the mastication. So you should think about the polymerization shrinkage of a composite resin. You can easily feel the composite shrinkage during the polymerization. Put some composite resin to your fingertips and polymerize with a light pure. You can easily feel the composite resin move, pulled out from the fingerprints. There is feel about the stress about that. There is a concept of a configuration factor of the C factor. Bonded surface act some holding configuration during the polymerization, but it holds the composite resin, so composite resin cannot move during the shrinkage. The stress will be occurred in there. But unbonded surface is a free surface during the shrinkage. They relieve the stress, but bonded surface makes some stress over there. When bonded surface increase, higher C factor may be made. So, in here, there are very large surface of bonded surface, but think about unbonded surface, matrix side, inside of the cavity, and in here, there are so many unbonded surfaces, so you can relieve the shrinkage stress during the polymerization. So, I make work first time after I apply the flowable composite resin. First layer is not from the bottom of the cavity, make some wall in here, proximal box. And then fill the other area of the boxes in here, 2 or 3 layers, layering technique. After that, I have to make an occlusal contour. In this time, I do not connect buccolingually or mesiodistally. I made a separate cuts in here and here. Makes cuts separately, not connect buccolingual or medial-distal. This is for the decrease the shrinkage stress and shrinkage stress if you connect the buccolingual medial-distal. Cuts will flex, fracture, next in fracture, stress will be generated. So I made a separate facet and then fill the other area and make some final contour. After removal of a matrix band and make some contour of a proximal area using this kind of a disc is very helpful. Only abrasive is one side and this side is no abrasive, so it will be helpful to preserve the adjacent tools. So I removed the excess of a proximal area using the disc. After removal of the excess here, you can see the very round shape of the good contour. And then remove and oppose insects and contour. Make some contour with a low speed round bar or high speed stone bar. And using this kind of art to make contour or remove insects in there. And then polish and finishing polishing begins in here. I do use silicone point like this and some pogo or one gloss silicone using the make some flat, even surface like this. Not make some shiny surface. This kind of silicone makes a flat and even surface of composite layer. And then final polishing, make a shiny surface using this kind of a low-speed silicone brush, brush I do use. And this is the final result of a composite resin restoration. Yeah. This is my last slide, and I will go to directly go to the hands-on demonstration. And here is already prepared that you can see. We cannot use acid etchant because we don't have we can use the water and add right here. So let's consume it. It's already acid etching applied and then dry. So next step is applying all the adhesive. I will use this K-bone universal adhesive. It is very nice design of the caps. You can open the cap with one hand. Like this. And directly apply adhesive to the brush. And go to cavity. Apply adhesive from the bottom of the cavity to the dentin. And go to nail. Like this. After application, we should remove the excess of adhesive. I said earlier, same brush I use. Go to God to make dry the brush, and go to cavity, and go back to God, make dry brush, and go to cavity again, and 3 or 4 times repeat. And we should dry using the 3 syringe that I have now, and then like here. After making bonding surface, first application is a flowable composite resin, and you can see exploring here. This has a very long and pliable tips in here, so it is very easy to apply global composite to the deep area of the cavity. I apply a thin layer of global composite in here, and sometimes go to further layer. Do not over 0.5 millimeters layer. Usually, flowable composite is weaker than packable composite resin, so we should make a thin layer of flowable composite here, and also micro. After that, I will fill the cavity with a base type of composite resin. Here is Discount 250. It has a very unique design of a cap. You can open a cap in only one hand, and here is a bullshit nut. Very unique design. It is very easy to remove from the syringe. Very easy with one hand, and you can quickly close the caps now. First, apply composite resin in proximal box. make work in there, not from the bottom of the cavity, make a work in proximal box area. First layer is making work, and then after that, fill the other box area using same composite. Make a 2 or 3 layers to the box area. And this time, I also do not connect the buckle lingual. Fill lingual area, and right here. And fill other area to the buckle. Social box. I do not connect local finger now. And right here, and fill other area, and make a connect the local finger area of cavity. And right here. After that, here's the other area using composite. Make a final contour and connect to everywhere. And now you can remove the matrix and make a polish and finish the contour with composite restoration. Okay, this is the end of my presentation of the morning. Thank you for your kind attention to here. Shukran.